here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is I'm going to start this video outside here, and we're going to walk up here to the sidewalk, and we're going to walk up the sidewalk and up the front porch and then go in through the front door. And I just want to show you the patriotic decor that I put out, which wasn't much. I will start with the mailbox, which is way out there, and I'm super sore, so I'm not going to walk way out there today, but here's a picture of me with it the other day. Put that up over last weekend, and we've had rain up until today, you guys. So now it's hot, and the neighbors are at their pool, so you hear splashing and whatnot going on. That's them having a great time over there, which we plan to do tomorrow and over the weekend and stuff. So but anyway, let's walk up here. This is our home. It'll be 12 years old, if you can believe that, in November of this year, and we are the only owner of this house. We had it kind of custom built. So I'm just landing. Well, let's start here, right here. You can see we have little pinwheels and stuff like that in the flower beds. And this is not the light that came with the house. We purchased this light after we moved in. Chris does not even know what this vine is. It's not a weed, but it is a vine that does have little flowers on it. I have no idea, but it does climb up this pole, so he leaves it alone. I made this deco mesh wreath a couple years ago. It is pretty, hanging there. And then we're just gonna walk on up here. This is a little American flag. That's not my new one. I'll show you the new one up here by the steps. I got this flag. I saw it on a Facebook ad last year, and it is Virginia. And that's our state bird, our state flower, with the American flag, which I just love. I absolutely love it. Did you see the big flagpole that our President Trump put up on the South Lawn? I love it. Absolutely love it. Please, no political comments. I didn't say that. I just love the American flag. So here we go. We don't have any flowers out here. They're hard to keep out here because it gets so hot here in Virginia. And here's the new flag. I showed you the other patriotic one the other day, but this one has beautiful eagles and again the American flag up against a beautiful sunny sky. Beautiful, beautiful flag. Got that from Amazon. It's in my Amazon shop. Here's a little stand that Stacy got me, the stand, and you can get the signs, and I do have a Amazon box with this stuff. I can put a little link for my Amazon box that I just have just this stuff in. I'll put a separate link for that in the description box. But here's the front porch. We don't have our buntings out yet, and I'm not quite sure we'll put them out. We usually have 3 buntings up there, one on either side and one in the front, but we haven't put them out yet this year. It's been so rainy and yucky, so I don't know whether Chris will get up there and do it or not. But here we have, Uncle Sam greeting everyone as we come in, and we just have like a little tricycle plant stand with red, white, and blue roses and lots of American flags everywhere. And that's a Kristen talking to us. Listen to the wind and know I am near. One wind blowing a second ago, was there? Anyway, sorry. This is another patriotic lantern topper I have here. It's seen better days, but it's okay to set it out here. So then these were my grandmother's milk cans that we painted black many years ago. And those are the plants I hauled, put in there. And more American flags. These are pillow covers I got from Amazon, and I think I did get the cushions from Amazon as well, maybe. I might have gotten the cushions from at home though. big welcome sign, and then I made this wreath. I'll try to remember to put a link for how I made this wreath for that tutorial in the description box as well. And that's it, y'all. Another funky bow topper there. But that's it. I got that stand and felt hanger down at the pottery one year, a long time ago. So, but here we go. That's it for my patriotic decor. I love it. I absolutely love it. But all right, you guys, let's go in here and I will get at my dining room table and we'll do a little bit of a haul and then we'll do a little bit of decorating. All right, be right back in just a second. Okie dokie, everybody, here I am at my dining room table. How in the world are you guys doing today? Oh, sorry about my hair. I washed it this morning and again, I can't do a thing with it on the day I wash it. So anyway, I used my air wrap with it, or my, my Dyson air wrap, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But the humidity, and it was a little bit curlier than this when I first got finished, but we went out to lunch, we came back, I just walked around outside, and now this is what the humidity does to my hair. It goes bloop, flat, whatever. But I do love this Dyson Airwrap, I have to tell you guys. Candace and Sean got it for me for Christmas. It is a chunk of change for that thing, I'm telling you, but I use it every day and I absolutely love it. And my hair is in so much better shape. I just hardly put any heat on it at all other than the air, but no curling iron, which is really, it is so healthy right now. Thank you, Lord, for that, So before I get started, I do have a haul here from Cracker Barrel and from Hobby Lobby. And I think this will, I go to say this and I'm like, yeah, all right, Arlynn, it's probably not going to be your last haul for the rest of this decor, but it may be my next to the last, or it could be my last, I don't know. But I've got quite a few things here that I can spread out and use around here to finish up the dining room, the foyer, and the living room. So, but before I get started doing that, I wanted to share with you something that Lisa Segardia, those of you, Lisa, she's been a subscriber of mine for many, many, many years and a friend to many of you guys. She is a lovely, lovely lady who has been so generous with her words, with her time for me, and with her gifts to me. And I've really done nothing in return other than to thank her profusely and to appreciate her. But I wanted to show you what she sent me. And I'm going to show it to you first, and then I'm going to tell you what it is. There it is. It's a beautiful, very dainty little bracelet right there. And you see this right here? You can put this up to the light and I can peer into it and see a beautiful picture of our daughter, Kristen, who passed away in November of 2023. And I adore this. I absolutely adore it. And it's from a company called Felicity. I'm going to show you, and I will give you a link to the website in the description box. Felicity. And the concept is just stunning. And it says, where it began, we were brainstorming brand names and laying the groundwork for the future of our brand. And we wanted to shine a spotlight on the things that make us smile. Our jewelry is the perfect conversation starter, and it's taken a true, it's a token of true happiness. And our flagship, you can get all kinds of different bracelets, necklaces, all kinds of things. I highly recommend this company. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. The most beautiful stones have been polished to brilliance by life's strongest storms. This is a card from Lisa. Private words, but it says, the card itself says, you'll get through this and you'll come out even stronger than you were before. I don't know. I try every day to go through this with grace, you guys. And you guys have helped me so much. You guys have helped me so much. And I thank you guys so much for your grace, for your love, for your support. All of it, as Chris and I have and continue to go through the grieving process. I don't think you're ever done grieving anybody, but especially a child. It's the worst, absolutely the worst thing that has happened to us in our lives. Absolutely. And we've had some pretty challenging things happen to us as far as family health and that kind of thing is concerned, you know, so not our health, but extended family. Anyway, regardless, Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you so much for thinking of me, taking out time of your day and finding this. I mean, I just don't see things like this all the time, and it's absolutely beautiful. I wanted to let you know that you can tighten this or loosen it too, and it's just lovely. So anyway, all right, I wanted to be sure to do that first before we got started on this haul. I am going to do a bit of decorating, but it's going to be very minimal, you guys, but I will take you around. We're going to work on this little shelf back here, the hutch, and put like one thing on top of the sideboard. But I did switch some pictures out and stuff, so you know, and give you another look at, you know, what I have going on in these spaces. But anyway, let's start with the Cracker Barrel haul. I walked in there and they had one like kiosk of just beachy kind of decor. It was lovely, coastal decor. So the first thing I found was this. Nothing soothes the soul like a walk on the beach. Look at that. And this is heavy. It is a wall piece, but it is heavy, you guys. So I love this. Very, very heavy. Look at the colors. Perfect colors. And I'm not sure I'm going to use this in anything I'm doing today, but I am going to use this today. And let me turn it on. Look at this. Excuse my light ring. Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? It takes 3 AA batteries. And I don't know whether it has like a timer if you turn it on. I'll check that out. I'm not sure. It has like, if you turn it on, if I turn it on now, will it go out several hours later or will it stay on? I'm not sure about that. But I just think this is stunning. And I will be using this today. So, 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 so pretty. See if I could get it closer to you. Sorry about the light. I have 2 light rings up today because it's, but so pretty. All right, so that's that. Oh, put that right there. And that's all I got. That's all I got. Both of those things cost, it was $47.31 for both pieces. So that's why I only got 2 things, because I didn't want to spend a lot more money than that. So there we go. All right, now let's go. Then, remember the other day I said I tried to go into Hobby Lobby and the electricity was off? Well, I went in yesterday thinking, okay, well, let me go in there. And their florals were, I didn't find anything I liked, and I don't think I'm going to need anything else anyway. But I went back down their coastal / beach / whatever aisle to look for some things. And they had fall all over the place. They had it to the right as you walked in the door. And they had it on 2 or 3 aisles as you walk toward the back of the store. It's crazy. Now, I will admit, I will probably start decorating for fall in August. I will. And I did see a lot of sagey green stuff. So I'm going to have to go in there and revisit the fall eventually. But let's finish the coastal first, huh? It is only June. It's Juneteenth today, right? So happy Juneteenth. But anyway, let's see. First of all, I picked up a couple of little sand dollars. They were really cute. Got 2, and they were only $3.79 a piece. So very subtle. Again, my decor for the coastal is very, very subtle, a very low-key, kind of calm and quiet. So those fit that bill perfectly. This, not so much. And I think I'm going to put this over in the living room somewhere. Check out this little stained glass turtle. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. He was on sale for $14.99. And I thought he was just so cute. So I'm going to stand him up. I think maybe in my secretary. I think he might go in my secretary. So I have too much stuff on my sideboard. I'm too afraid to put him in the foyer because he will get knocked over maybe. So I'm going to put him, I think, on the secretary. I thought he was so cute. Look at him. Look at his coloring. So pretty. I'm really loving all the turtles. I really am. Okay, so I got him. Then I got a little starfish, kind of a picture thing, which I thought was really cute. This was not on, was this considered wall decor? Yes, wall decor was 50% off. So this was 50% off of $17. So, but I thought that was very cute. And then I got this little ship wheel, which I thought was super cute. Just a little, and this was on sale for $5.49. That's the one thing about deciding toward the end of whatever they construe as their seasons to do like the coastal. I've gotten a lot of stuff on sale. I really have. I really haven't spent a bundle on all this stuff. Water. And one is, when you go through deep waters, I will be with you. Isaiah 43:2. Look at this. And I just thought that was so pretty. And he has been with us, you guys. He has been. Without him, I couldn't have gotten through this. I couldn't. And this, I thought was super pretty. It's like on beach time. Look at that. It has shells in the bottom. And look at the green on the back. I think this is so pretty. So I love this. And that is it, y'all. That is everything that I purchased from Hobby Lobby yesterday. And I have my receipt here. I spent $64. So not too bad for all of that, really and truly. Alrighty, so that's the whole haul. That's the whole haul. And I gave you a little tour outside. So now we're going to move into the decorate with me portion, which is, it's going to be just, I'm not doing a lot, you guys. I'm just telling you straight out. I am not doing a lot. But what I will do, I think, will be pretty, and it will add infuse just a little bit of, you know, the coastal into the shelf, the hutch, and the sideboard. So I'm trying to think what else we have going on. Nothing else going on. So let's just move into that, and I'll come back after I'm done and talk with you a little bit more at the end. So let me get my cameras situated, and I will be right back in just a second, and we will start doing a little bit of decorate with me. Little being the operative word in that sentence. Okay, be right back in just a second. Okie dokie, you guys, here we are at this corner shelf here. And I have these two sand dollars, and I am literally just, going to put one on the top shelf, kind of cattywomp that way. And then you can see on the middle shelf there, I have Grace Will Lead Me Home. And I really want to keep that there with a little fairy and a little bowls. These plates I got from Hobby Lobby, and the candlestick I think I got from Home Goods when I was redecorating. So, and then I'm just going to put this one down here and kind of cattywomp from that up there. And then you can see here over on the tray, I very simply hung those big kind of clunky beads there. Hung them on the side of that tray. And that's literally all I'm going to do. I do have a candlestick to match the one on the bottom on the top there too. So, of course, I'll take pictures at the end so you'll get a better look at this. So let's move up here to the hutch now. Yeah, there's the top. I'm literally not going to do one thing with the top. I think it looks pretty the way it is. It looks springy, summery the way it is, and I don't want to switch anything out up there. I love how we did that right in February or March, right before we left for our trip. And yeah, I love that just the way it is. So I'm going to leave that, and I'm actually going to leave the inside of the hutch the same too. You can see there on the top shelf, I've got more of the plates. I got those plates from Hobby Lobby, and I have not seen these plates in a Hobby Lobby since, you guys, unfortunately. So I'm sorry to say that, but I'm going to open the door here and move this down just a smidge. And the only thing, well, I am going to add, let's go back up to the top shelf where you can kind of see it. I have these two pictures that I hauled at home. I got these from At Home. So I do want to put one over here on one side and then one over here on the other side, just to bring in a little bit more color. And I'll get back and make sure that that is correct. And then the only other thing I'm going to do on this middle shelf is I'm going to add this beautiful snow globe kind of situation. And I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And that it's already, you know, the hutch already is lit up, and that is going to look so pretty. And I'm going to keep the bottom shelf as it is. I really don't have anything else that I want to add in there. And I think it looks super pretty just like this. I'm going to leave it be. And we're going to close this up. And I think that looks really pretty. So if it doesn't turn off by itself, I will obviously need to turn this on and off at will, which, you know, how pretty will that be when we have company and the kids running around here? They will love to see that. So it's so pretty. I love it. All right, now the only other thing I want to do is add, literally, is add the turtle, one of my glass turtles here, over here to the sideboard. Okie dokie, so here we are over at the sideboard. And I'm really not going to do anything else to this sideboard. I love it just the way it is. I'm going to add one thing here in just a minute to kind of bring it into a coastal feel. But you know, these beautiful pictures were given to me by Patty Polly. They're absolutely beautiful. This is her thought of how Kristen would look standing with Jesus. And then she drew this beautiful picture of her rendition of Kristen with angel as an angel in heaven. And that has stayed there since I put it up. And then over here, I did replace a couple of pictures. I put 2 pictures of Chris and myself. And then you all saw this picture of me with the kids. That was actually Thanksgiving night, and we were getting ready to decorate the tree. And then this is Chris and I on our latest cruise. On formal night here. And then the other one was us on Glacier Bay Day. So, and these are just, and I have one more plate to kind of go with, you know, everything else I have over on the corner shelf and in the hutch. And then, you know, a milk glass plate. And then my aunt and uncle, Stacy's parents, gave me this. And then this is just a big milk glass vase. And we have our camera that looks toward the front door here. But I'm going to leave this as is. This lamp is very special to me. For those who don't know, it was my grandmother's, and she kept it on her sideboard and other places in her house too. And then my mom had it also on her sideboard, I believe, only on her sideboard, I think. And then Dad took it to my mom's room in the nursing home when my mom was in the Alzheimer's unit. And then when she passed away, we brought it down here. And so that lamp has been around, and it is a pewter lamp. It's beautiful. It's in great shape. That's the original globe and everything. And I take very good. So anyway, all I'm going to do with this to bring in the coastal is literally add this little green turtle up here. And that's it. To bring in the coastal. Shoo, that was hard, right? I spent more time talking to you about the table than I did decorating it. But I think he's cute. Why change it when I love it the way it is, just for the sake of changing it, right? And when I can add just that little green turtle, and it adds to what's there. It brings in a little bit of coastal, and I love it. So, all right, you guys, let me go over there and sit back down, bring my camera around, and we'll chit and chat. I'll tell you about my outfit of the day, and I'll let you go. All right, I'll be right back in just a second. Okay, you guys, here I am back in front of the camera again. And I told you it wasn't going to be a lot of decorating. Just a little bit of this and that here and there. But you know what? I'm just plugging in some coastal, and I'm really not even removing a lot out of this decor, which I love. So, alrighty, my outfit of the day is nothing new again, although I did want to mention I did get this at Cracker Barrel, this poncho top at Cracker Barrel years ago now, but I do know that they sometimes carry poncho tops and really different looking, you know, clothing. So I encourage you to check them out, you know, and they do sell plus size, you know, clothing. And I have blue capris on, and, you know, of course, my brand new, beautiful new bracelet on here, and my Brighton jewelry. Chris gave me this necklace. I had this on last week, I think, with the earrings and the bracelet to match. And then my new bracelet and my other bracelets. Same watch, same ring, same everything else. So, well, that's my grandmother's ring, sorry. That was passed down through my mom and to me. And that's it, y'all. That's going to be it for this week. And I don't think I'll be back until next Tuesday, you guys. I don't really have anything planned to bring you. I had the patriotic little montage, you know, to bring you last weekend, but I don't really have anything planned for this weekend. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you get to see those you love and who love you. And if you don't, when you talk to them, please always remember to tell them that you love them, give them a hug when you see them, and say goodbye. And you just never know what the next day is going to bring. You know, you just never know. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little one. And hopefully I got 30 minutes in for you guys. I'm not sure. I would really appreciate it if you would go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell, and that hit all. When the notification bell menu comes up, click you like it. Please give me a thumbs up, and then share with your friends and families and coworkers. And leave a comment if you want to, only if you want to. It is free. It's free to do. So I would really, really, really appreciate it. I still am trying to grow my channel. I'm never going to make it to 40,000 subscribers in the year of 2025. That was my goal when I started this year, but I'm not going to make it, you guys. But that's okay. You know, I love every single one of you that continues to come back and continues to support me. And I hope that I've given you just a little bit of this or that you can take with you, not just in decorating, but in, you know, maybe a tiny bit of wisdom, a lot of love, many hugs, and much appreciation. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, or have suffered a great loss, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. With all of that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.